Hello everybody, I hope you're well today. A lot of terrible things going on, a lot of confusion. People don't know what to do, where to turn. They want to blame everything but themselves for the problems the world faces today. The attacks on Christianity, those that want to blame Christianity and Christian values for the problems the world's facing now. You've been programmed, people. I'm sorry. I'll try to find an easy way to put it, but there is no easy way to put this. I don't like religion any more than the next guy. Religion is man-made. Well, actually it's made by the devil, powers and principalities of this world. They created religion. True faith in God, following the way of Christ. It's not a religion. That's the mistake people make on this one. Yes, most of the churches out there are false. If you belong to a 503 church, you need to get out of it. It's the beast system you're in. But those that want to blame Christian values for the problems we're having are so misguided. The deceptions and the programming have been so thorough. The indoctrinations in what used to be called schools, or they still do call them that, but they're not teaching you how to think. They're teaching you what to think. The very things which gave us the freedoms that this country has enjoyed are the very things you're opposed to now. You want to blame Christians for all the terrible things going on in the world. It's not Christians that are doing this to you and the world. It's the fascist corporations, the corporatism of the world that's done this. And those of you, a friend named Artfanticies, I like you, man, I really do, but you're very wrong on this point about Christianity. And you quoted out of context the sacrifices that God called for the children of Israel in the desert to perform, and you did not look at the entire Bible. You would see that God's opposed to their sacrifices after a point because they became useless. The smell of them was sickening because their sin was so great that there's not an amount of sacrifices could be made to cover it. And Christ came as the ultimate sacrifice, and not one Christian sacrifices an animal to God. That would be an abomination to him. It would be saying that his son's sacrifice was not enough. And so many of you confuse Old Covenant with New Covenant. You want to use that to attack us. Well, that was foretold by Christ, you might say, more than 2,000 years ago, what you're doing now. And you wish to think that you are living a much better life than those others. That you love the world and don't go hurting animals. I love you, Sir Art Fantasies, but I want to ask you one question. Do you live in a nice new home or a modern home? And do you use electricity or gas? Do you drive a car? Do you feed your cat cat food? Where does that cat food come from? Do you watch TV or on a computer? Do you wear clothes made in a modern factory? If you answer yes to any of those questions, and you realize that your cat food comes from a packing plant somewhere, from dead animals, then you too are just as guilty as anyone else, and you choose to blame us for it. You want to end religion. Well, how do you propose to end religion? You cannot unconvince someone of something they know in their hearts. The only solution would then be to make it illegal, and that leads to death camps and genocide. So are you proposing genocide? Do you want me dead because I believe in Christ and follow His way? If so, then I forgive you. You've been misguided, most likely by some naturalist philosophy or some atheistic philosophy or some humanist philosophy, or you've fallen under the spell of the Gaia movement or the zeitgeist or all the other deceptions out there. They're all false, just as the teachers in these false churches. None of them have truth. All is lies. We are surrounded by lies and deception. You fly in an airplane, you drive a car, live in a nice house, use electricity. We are all complicit in a crime against this world, against this planet, and you blame it upon one group in society, the religious. Well, it's sad about that, because everybody's religious, whether they know it or not. I made a video about that in the past. We all have something we believe in, some ideal that we base our life upon, and that is what religion is about. A belief in an idea. Some will say, no, it's about a deist, believing in a God. Buddhism is a religion. They have no God. Trying to be reasonable in an insane world. You have to be crazy. Have a good day, everybody. Peace, love, and understanding be with you all.